Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. On this channel, we are documenting our journey as we build our dream home back in Zimbabwe while living in China. If that's something that you guys are interested in, please subscribe because there is so much more coming that I know you will enjoy. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much for your support. We really do appreciate it. So as you've seen from the thumbnail, today I will be sharing with you guys some things that are in my shopping cart. The other day I was going through my saved items and I realized I've been saving home items for years. Scrolling all the way back took forever, but it reminded me of all the pieces I've considered over time. And since we are getting closer to the stage where we will be buying furniture, I thought, why not go through some of my shopping cart favorites with you guys. I won't be showing everything because of time, because trust me, it's a lot. But I've picked out a few of my favorites, and I guess depending on how this video goes, this might even turn into a 2 or 3-part series. So now let's start with the open plan living area, specifically the living room. Before I show you what I've saved, let me quickly share what our design style and color palette is so that you get a vibe of what we're going for. Okay, I would describe our style as modern minimalist, so not too much furniture, but each piece really needs to make sense in the space that it's in. So we're definitely going for aesthetics, but without sacrificing too much comfort. For colors, we love walnut wood tones, but we are balancing it out with light flooring so it doesn't feel too heavy. For walls, they will be between a bright white and an off-white so that it feels warm but still clean. Now let's talk about couches. I actually have a mix of some classic, comfortable sectionals which are perfect for lounging and family movie nights. And I also have some statement pieces that look amazing but may not be the comfiest for daily use. This has been one of the hardest decisions, especially with color. I love white and off-white couches, but let's be honest, they can be scary if you have kids or if the space is used daily. That's when I discovered performance fabrics. They are amazing because even in lighter colors, they hold up so well. If something spills on it, you can literally wipe it off with a damp cloth and it doesn't stain. So even though I was nervous about a white couch, I think with the right performance fabric, it could definitely work. So still in the living room, we're probably going to go for just one couch because we don't like that matchy look where everything comes in a set. So instead, we'll mix it up with accent chairs, and let me tell you, there are so many gorgeous designs out there, it's almost impossible to choose. And you will find any design that suits your style and in so many colors. So for accent chairs, we'll have 2 on one side, then on the side of the glass doors overlooking the patio, we are considering maybe a bench so that nothing blocks the view. That way the space feels open but still has seating. Now with coffee tables, size really matters. You don't want to cram in like a massive couch and if it makes the room feel tight. And you also don't want a tiny coffee table that looks lost in the space. It's all about finding the right balance so everything feels inviting. And while we're on that, let's talk about couches because size matters here too. A lot of people make the mistake of buying rugs that are way too small. Ideally, in a living room, the front legs of your sofa and chairs should sit on the carpet. That helps anchor the space. So if you can go even bigger so that the furniture sits on it, that's even better. The bigger the carpet, the more grounded the whole room feels. We've come across some incredible carpets with amazing quality. And one thing I'll say, don't chip out on carpets. Yes, you can find those $20 rugs, but they don't give you that richness, comfort, or durability. For a proper carpet, you're usually looking at $250 going up, and that's for the smallest size. And honestly, it's an investment that completely transforms your space. For example, we have this rug. It's made from thick hand-woven wool. It feels soft, slightly bouncy, and warm underfoot. It feels luxurious and natural. The good thing about wool is that it also regulates temperature, keeping your feet cozy in winter and cool in summer. Though it can stain if not treated, but still I love how it looks. Then we also have this one that's made from polyester with a stain resistant finish. It's also smooth and plush, very comfortable to walk on and easy to clean, and is perfect for busy households. Lighter and less dense than wool, but very practical for everyday use. And also, these types are woven from cotton and wool blends or synthetics. This rug is flat and firm underfoot. These types are typically easy to clean and ideal for high traffic areas or under furniture since they don't leave indents. So when it comes to lighting, we are keeping it clean. So no chandeliers in the living room. We prefer a clean ceiling. And because of that, we realize we need to invest in good quality lighting from a reputable brand, which is the same company where we are buying the rest of our smart home system from. And that company is called Akara. We've also engaged with a lighting designer to help with placement, types of lights for function, mood, and aesthetics. A lighting designer is very useful in making sure your house doesn't end up feeling flat and uncomfortable. A lighting designer will help avoid the common mistakes of just filling your ceiling with downlights. Instead, they create a balanced plan using ambient, task, and accent lighting so your home looks beautiful and works well day and night. The only place we are considering hanging pendants is above the kitchen island and maybe above the dining table too. One thing I really recommend if you have an open plan living space is an air purifier. Yes, you might have a really strong extractor hood, but cooking smells can still linger on curtains, sofas, and fabrics. An air purifier helps keep the whole space fresh and clean. It really makes a difference. We've been looking at some of the best ones on the market, and it's definitely on our must-have list. Alright, so that's the living room. Now let's move on to the dining area. These are some of the tables that I've saved. The main materials we're going for being wood or stone or a combination of both, where the top would be wood, then the legs or base stone, and vice versa. I love the wooden ones, but it will depend on how many wood tones we have in that area. We might end up with something like this just to lighten up the area. When it comes to chairs, that's still up for debate. I've been loving some of the designs I've come across, but there are just so many options. I've also been looking at fabric dining chairs, but again, I'd want them in performance fabric. You know how it is after a meal, someone hasn't washed their hands properly, and suddenly you've got fingerprints all over the chair. So I'm still thinking, should we go for fabric or maybe stick with wood where the hands touch, like the chair tops or the sides? That way it's easy to clean when people move the chairs around. But anyway, we'll see. Finally, there's the kitchen. Now, for our main kitchen, we really want it to feel clean and uncluttered. I don't like the look of having appliances out on the counter, so everything will be tucked away in the second kitchen. The main one will be minimal, but maybe just one or two decorative pieces on the island, like a vase with flowers or a nice cutting board, or even nothing at all. Okay, for the island stools, oh my goodness, the options are endless. And I think I've been saying this with all the things I've mentioned in this video, but guys, you really have so much to choose from. No matter your taste or style, there's something for you. I know your question right about now is, how much will this cost me? Let's just say when the invoice comes, I'll do a reaction video and then we can cry about it together. But anyway, jokes aside, it's a mix. Like I've mentioned, there are pieces you just have to spend more on if you are furnishing your forever home. But with China, there's something for any budget. And when you source straight from the factory, you are guaranteed to get some of these things at very good prices. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I know I've left out a lot of things, and depending on how this video goes, I might do a part 2 or even a part 3 where I cover more areas of the house and other pieces we are considering. So let me know in the comments if you'd like me to go deeper into things like kitchen appliances or other details I did not include in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
We got a beautiful story.